What's going on, guys? It is Professor Diehard. We are back with another installment of the Couch Conversations, and I am joined here with ARES Gaming Productions. What's going on, ARES?
Yo.
Yeah. Also, real fast, go on and increase your volume a little bit on your mic, just so if the music's a little bit too loud. I've lowered it, but just to make sure, because this is just us talking. So,
Yeah.
So, guys, if you've been paying attention to my channel, I have been playing through the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I have there's a couple things I want to talk about. First thing is that I absolutely adore this remake. It has been such a pleasurable experience. In just 3 episodes, like, I'm laughing, I'm smiling, I'm just having a good time playing an original idea that has just been remade into just something gorgeous. It is something that should be Square Enix should be applauded and commended for just the ability they have to have just changed an original idea into something just so amazing. The combat's fantastic. The characters are so awesome and in depth and personal. The stakes feel higher than they did in the original game, because most of this game takes place, actually the entire game takes place in Midgar. And if you remember playing the original game, if you've never played the original game, you should pick it up on PS4. You can actually get the original game. That's God, I can't remember what the term is. Not remastered, but
yeah, it's remastered.
Is it a remaster?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, remaster. Excuse me, yeah. And this is a remake, the one I'm playing now. Yeah. So get the remaster and just enjoy it. And if you're not really into the turn-based combat, you can literally cheese the game and press a button where you get all your power-ups immediately. You can just go through the entire game and enjoy it, which is what I kind of did. Because, good God, I don't have that many hours in the day to go through an RPG like that. Just saying. But updated combat. It's more of an adventure action RPG game versus just a turn-based RPG game that the original game did. And man, the combat just feels good. It feels very I think the biggest thing I've heard is that people think it's a little bit easy, but I think it's only easy if you understand how the mechanics work. And also, don't be playing on easy or classic mode. Play on normal. Be a big boy. And if I don't know if you beat the game, you'll get a harder difficulty. Hopefully that's the case. If not, hopefully they add that later, which I think they'll actually add DLC to the game, which I think they really should, because I would love to see Cloud and his Advent children, or give him like what's it called, the Syndra? No, what were they called?
It's about the people who actually run everything.
Like the actual grunts. Like, that's what Cloud... Okay, spoiler right here before you continue on. If you don't want to hear spoiler, just tune off right now. But Cloud originally was not a soldier. He was just a regular grunt.
Yeah, he was a Shinra.
He was Shinra soldier, that trooper. That's what I want to say. Give him that Shinra trooper outfit. That'd be really cool to see.
Yeah.
Give him that outfit where, like, he actually, when he fights Sephiroth, that black outfit with the little side skirt and cape. Yeah, do that one. And I think it'd be also really cool if you add Sephiroth's outfit from Kingdom Hearts. That'd be really cool. Maybe Cloud's outfit from Kingdom Hearts. Just so it would just be fun.
Fun fact, the weird thing about those games is that when you fight Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts, the time period that in Kingdom Hearts 2 where they're supposed to be is Advent Children, except Sephiroth doesn't use the sword that he uses in Advent Children. He only has the Masamune when he fights Sora, but in Advent Children he has the Mako Katana, which is basically just this super ass long kind of almost futuristic looking, like, katana blade that's completely made out of, like, the energy from the planet.
It's broken.
And it's freaking
that's what I'm trying to say.
Again,
you could totally just add those costumes. I think that'd be really cool.
But Cloud's sword in Kingdom Hearts 2 actually isn't the Buster Sword either. It's it's like a taped up version of what he uses in Advent Children, the splitting blades, and I think he just has it taped up to not actually show that he's got the full version of it.
It just it makes fans be like, oh, is that a bust sword? Oh no, it's not. Yeah. It's meant to just be fun.
Yeah, even in Kingdom Hearts 1, you fight him in Kingdom Hearts 1, he actually still has it taped up. That's the Buster Sword, but he just has it taped up for some reason. I don't know why.
But it's just cool. It's just cool. Ares, updated thoughts.
On just the looking at the game. Yeah.
Okay. So real fast, I'm the only one who's played it so far. Ares is actually a massive Final Fantasy fan. I'm actually a pretty good Final Fantasy fan myself, but I haven't played as many of the games as he has. He's played a lot of the original games, and he has a lot of like cool ideas to remaster the original games, which would actually be pretty cool. But I think all the original characters look stupid. They don't actually look cool. They look kind of lame. But that's just me.
The best one to do what they did with for Final Fantasy 7. I think they'll do the same thing with Final Fantasy 8 next.
What about the one with the clown, dude? That'd be awesome.
Oh, Kefka, Final Fantasy 6.
Yeah, that I would say 6 would be awesome because it's actually a really dark themed.
Yeah. 6 and 4 would be my candidates for it because 4 has a really good story. I think it arguably is a better story than 6 if they want to go with like a really good story-based one where they do it off of. And I just think the mechanics of like the job switching in classes would be really neat in the new gen stuff, to where like Cecil already does it in 4. He starts out as a Dark Knight and then transitions into a Paladin later on, and all your other party members can like do their like regular job switches and stuff, but except for Kane. If you switch Kane from a Dragoon to anything else, you are an absolute fuck. But yeah, if you do that, you're a fuck. But because even Kane's story is really tragic, Cecil's story is like one about redemption. Because you start off as the villains in Final Fantasy IV, which is awesome. You start off as the bad guys, and your first mission is to go into a town and burn everyone alive.
Yeah, that's I think a darker theme, and I actually have a parallel to make real fast. Final Fantasy VII is not as kid friendly as it was in the original. Yeah. Like they throw curse words. They actually go into
everybody's
more.
Dropping shit every 5 seconds.
I'm done with this shit. Yeah, it's because I'm done with this shit. Yeah,
it's literally what they say, and I could not be more happy because I'm just like, yeah.
You know, like how cartoons for kids are they include like those dad jokes, or like not those dad jokes, but like those like subtle jokes only parents get. Like I feel like it's not exactly what they did here, but like it's like, hey, for you guys that have grown up loving this game is for you.
Yeah.
And for the new generation. But mostly for the people that like have stuck with the game and Square Enix all through the years. And I like that. It's updated. They have completely updated all the characters. They've given them new life, and potentially we'll have new endings to this story. Because there are different choices you can make, and I'm looking forward to it. Hashtag save Aerith.
Yeah, please.
Hashtag don't make me see her get stabbed with the sword. Oh my god. I never even played Final Fantasy 7, but that was like the one thing. We talked about this in the last video, Couch Conversations, but just seeing her just get stabbed is just like the saddest thing ever. Those ugly polygon textures. Oh god, it's horrible. It just looks terrible. But I think that we have a lot of awesome things to be excited for. My updated thoughts. Everything that this game does tops the original. I know some people may not like it. Some of the original fanboys. I'm not going to throw Ares under the bus with that, but I feel like for me,
but
it's the truth. It's so the truth. But I feel like this game has completely earned its price tag. I think it's earned the reviews it's gotten so far. I'm going to do a final review on it when I get to that point. But as of right now, it is. I was telling Ares this before we started the stream, and then we were like, no, let's just talk about it because we need to keep talking. We keep having these couch conversations. It is one of the most pleasurable experiences of gaming I've had in a long time, because a lot of gaming these days feels repetitive. It just feels Not a lot of life is there. Like Division 2. Fun game. We had some fun playing it. There's nothing to it. There's nothing really fun to it that like makes you want to stay. No in-depth characters. No actual, you know, oh my god, we got to do something. We got to save people. No. It's low stakes. Nothing matters. Kill people. Okay, level up. Get new gear. That's it. And I've just been so used to games like that. And for so long, Red Dead Redemption is that... Draw a parallel. Red Dead Redemption 2 came out not too long ago. About a year or two ago, actually. Really good game. Terrible online, by the way. Terrible online. But really good single-player game. And they had some really great characters. I think where it failed a little bit is because you got to get close to Dutch, but then you see how Dutch changed into the, you know, to the antagonist of the first game. And yeah, there were a lot of good moments where like you can bond with some of the camp members, and that was cool, go on missions with them and stuff. But ultimately, I felt like it kind of felt like it's a random bunch of people that had nothing in common other than just being criminals together, and like there was as much building of relationships as I thought there would be in that game. And some people may disagree with me that completely. That's totally fine, but like I compare this, I want to compare that experience to this experience, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Every single character is so fun to be around and listen to and hear what they have to say, and you want to learn more as Cloud goes from this solo wolf, you know, tactical marine, you know, broken character to a bit of a softie, just like Barrett does. And you just, you get this sense of depth in characters that I just haven't seen in a while. And it's so pleasurable seeing it. And don't get me wrong, the story's great, but how's the gameplay? Amazing. It is one of the best. The soundtrack, oh my god, it's amazing. If you have not heard the battle theme, look it up right now for Final Fantasy VII Remake. Like, stop what you're doing. Stop. Just read it. No, not read it. Listen to it. It's amazing. But coupled with that, with the actual gameplay and the fighting, every character is fun to play as. Ares, you know those games where it's like, hey, main character's broken. Oh, I don't want to play as that side character. Oh, he sucks. What? Yeah. Like, that's how I felt with Tifa, like in the original game. Like, oh, she punches things, that's cool, I guess. In this game, she's freaking Muhammad Ali. She literally is Ryu. She freaking does the uppercuts and she shoryukens people. It's awesome. It's so cool. Barrett is actually, I didn't think he would actually be fun to play as with him just shooting his gun. Dead wrong.
I knew he would be from the
trailers.
Zero.
Okay.
Because there's a character in there called King that does kind of like the same thing.
Oh,
with
yeah, with the two pistols.
And stuff.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna finish that game at some point. I promise you. I promise I will.
God, you need to.
But
just
it's good. I've actually enjoyed it a lot.
It's one of the best stories out of the whole like Final Fantasy games. It's just so good.
Oh, I'm with you on that. I'm gonna finish it just so I can have an opinion on it. I would totally like to talk about it at some point. But yeah, Barrett surprised me very much. That first boss fight with that spider monster or the scorpion monster was so good. Yeah, it's amazing because like here's the thing. Most people be like, I'm just going to use Cloud, and that's all I'm going to use. No. Yeah, that's not smart. You'll get deleted. Yeah. That's how some people may be losing a lot. I saw Angry Joe play, and he was getting his butt handed to him a couple times because I feel like he wasn't switching his characters enough, and he wasn't like prioritizing what to kill first, and yada yada yada. But that's how I felt. It was just such. Oh my god. I've had so much fun playing as Tifa. It's not even funny. Just watch some of my videos and you'll understand why. And not even just that. The side characters are just so fun to be around. Like the girl, Kusami, I can't remember her name. Super cute, by the way. And she's just so fun to be around. She's very flirtatious. There's actually a funny trophy you can get that like if you on the bike level, if you only lose 80% of your health, she'll actually kiss you on the cheek. And I missed that by so close.
Oh, you're talking about Jessie.
Jessie, yeah. She was super great, and like that's what's cool. That's how you make minor. She's not. I would say she's a minor character. She's kind of moved up to a major character, honestly. And like she's fun to be around, which is so nice. And then the two guys, can't remember their names at all, but they're just fun to be around. You want to hear how they banter between each other, and like when Tifa's once in a long time clock, he's like, all right, let's back up. He's like, but I want to go hang out. No, they haven't seen each other in years. Back up, shut up. It's just shut up. Yeah. Which is just, God, I'm so glad that's not how Cloud is in this game. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Anywho, anything else you want to say about it that's like updated versus what we've already said?
I'm trying to think of something. I do like how they have a little bit of I would guess a little bit more of like stuff that you could do just outside of the main stuff, because that's what honestly probably would have made the game really bad, is if they didn't have the side quests and the missions and stuff that you can go do outside of just the main story.
Yeah.
Because if it was just the main story and they sprinkled in a little bit of stuff, that would have made it feel like a complete wash, and they were just like saving their money for something else.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad they did that. They didn't just stick to like the main points of the original game. They it's like, you make a nice house. It's on a nice little foundation, but each house has like different pillars that make it stand up and make it more presentable, and you can build more things off of it. And what they did was they just added more good fluff to the game. So people disagree, they don't, why is it there? But no, I disagree, because there's a great mission with Jesse. It's actually my last stream. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It should load up here at some point. Good God, Square Enix, but it's fine. I love your game. But you get to learn about her dad and her mom, and like what she was doing before she joined Avalanche, which is really interesting. It mentions a place that you'll be able to go to in the next game, hopefully. So, I think ARES is still on the fence about getting it, and that's totally fine. But for Professor Diehard right here at my channel, it is a straight 5 stars right now. I will review it at the end of it and give my opinions on it, because apparently the ending is interesting, to say the least. I haven't heard about it. I haven't seen anything. I don't want to see anything. I want to experience it for myself.
I have seen it.
Don't say anything. Do not say anything.
I know why people are saying it.
And okay, that's fine. And that's totally fine.
I know.
But
why.
I trust Skill Up, because he said he thinks the ending's fine. Mm-hmm. And he was there, I think, probably before we were freaking born, being able to play the game. So, I trust what he has to say about it. The only thing bad he said about it was the fluff, but we like the fluff. I'm okay with fluff. I'm okay with the side missions, killing the monsters, going around the town and doing fun stuff. I am completely okay with that, because it gives you more time in the world. A game should not be about how fast you can get through the main points to be done. The game should be about you putting time into the world. And another thing I really like is that biggest thing I hate about Skyrim, you know what it is? It is the ability or the inability of people to recognize who you are when you do amazing things and amazing feats.
Yeah.
Other than you being called the Dragonborn. That was a really good impression.
Yeah,
wow, that was really good. Dragonborn. Other than that, in Oblivion, you're the hero Kvatch. You're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. They know who you are because they know the stuff you've done. Same here in Final Fantasy 7. You hear people talk about you at the very beginning. One of the weapons dealers is actually hilarious. I don't know if you saw on my stream, but he was like, "I ain't got no weapons to sell you, punk ass bitch." I was like, "Oh, I'm a punk ass bitch." And we did a mission. He was like, "Okay, I think he'll sell you some stuff now." I'm like, "No, I'm a punk ass bitch. Why would I want to buy anything from him?" And then it's just fun, because then they start liking you because like you're helping the town out and you're doing good things, and people talk about you. They're like, "Hey, that guy's actually really cool." That's nice. It's world building. They didn't have to do it, and that sounds stupid that you should include that, but seriously, a lot of games don't do that. Destiny 2, for instance, no one knows who you are because you're a nobody. You are literally a nobody. In this game, you are somebody. So yeah, any other thoughts, Aries, on the Final Fantasy VII talk?
I think
Are
you
you
know, I mean,
getting closer to thinking about buying it?
I'm getting closer to,
That's fine.
but
That's fine.
that's just because like I do like at some point I am going to experience. It's not like I'm just gonna like I'm I'm vetoing the game because it's not complete. Like I don't
I think I
necessarily.
know why. Because you want to wait. You want to put as much time in between this and the next game.
Yeah, that's
And
exactly it.
I get that. I do get that. I'm not faulting you for that at all. Me, I can't. I don't have patience to save my life.
And it's also I know it's also like just kind of like aggravating for people like us who have actually played through all Final Fantasy VII. They're just like, yeah, like this up to this point has been fantastic. I just want to play the next part of it immediately,
And
you're not
that's
going to be able to.
totally understandable. And I just think that if you just play this, it should make you so ungodly excited for the next one, because hype is a good thing. Hype is a great thing, except when you like Greedfall. Anywho, God Almighty, I'm still depressed with that game. Moving on. Hype is a good thing, and if the game warrants it and it's good enough to deserve the hype, be hype about it, because you get something to be excited about and something to stay alive for and work out and make sure your body's healthy and don't die of any diseases. Anywho, just saying, just speaking the truth. But yeah, so I have nothing else to say about it. It's just, the potential for Square is astronomical. And I know they've already started working on the next game. I know they have. There's no way they haven't. They've probably spent this last time cleaning up all the bugs. I've encountered no bugs other than graphical glitches, and I've mentioned that in my videos. It's actually really funny. Because it's like someone mentioned something about doors. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I go into my house. I'm like, oh, God, what is up with the door texture? It's a PS1 door. It's actually really funny, but they'll patch that at some point. But most of that, I've never had any hard crashes or any crashes or any of that sort. Runs buttery smooth. So they've done a good job on that end. Other than graphical glitches, that's it. That doesn't take me out of the game. It's just funny to see it. But it'd be nice if it wasn't there. But it's something. I can't really think of anything else to really talk about. We'll continue with the updated thoughts on it as we go. May actually include some more spoilers at some point, but I don't want to do that to Ares, so I may not include him because I don't want to spoil the game for him, because he should enjoy it for it, because I think his opinion of it would change if he got to experience it. So we're going to go and move into our next bit of discussion. CYBERPUNK 2077. Yeah. Look. Let's talk about something, guys. Is CYBERPUNK 2077 going to be the game that is the end game of all? Is it going to change the fabric of reality, and that's the game other games should be compared to? Maybe. Maybe. The reason why I'm not as excited anymore is because this is an argument that's been going on forever, and this has been going on since the very beginning when it was announced and they talked about what the game is going to be like. I do not like first-person games. I'm just going to say it right here. I don't. I do not like it. Outer Worlds, I feel like its biggest flaw was being first-person. I felt like there is no point in having such a great customization option for your face when you don't see your freaking face. I'm so... Eric, do you agree or disagree with that?
No, I agree with that. Yeah, that's...
Why waste time? You shouldn't have any customization at all. You should just say, I want to be white, black, Asian, whatever. That's it. Or male, female, or non-gender specific. I don't give a crap. That's my point. I don't like that. I don't like... and apparently there are going to be some cutscenes where you do see your face and stuff. But, the awesome thing about Witcher 3, in my opinion, Witcher 3 did not have as many good armors as I wish it would have. Some people will completely disagree with me on that. That's totally fine. Outer Worlds had no armors that I liked. Not one. Except the Iron Class armor. That looked pretty cool. But then again, there was no actual way to actually look at what it looked like on you, because you can't see your legs, which I do not like. I wish you can see your legs in games. I think Halo did it in freaking Xbox 360. There's no reason why you should not have it in games now. Do you agree or disagree with that?
Oh, just like having it at like just the choice between third person.
If you're
and
going
person?
to do a first-person game, you should at least be able to see your body.
Yeah.
If you look down, you can see your legs. It's something, right? I think games have gotten kind of lazy with things like that. Like, you know, the Call of Duty games, you look down, you're just arms and a gun. Like that. Okay, but back to Cyberpunk. Ares, what is your biggest worry about Cyberpunk? Because I have a few.
Mine would. I think arguably mine is going to be that we're going to get shit on the bed from what they're talking about with like the net. How they were talking about how you can get what you do inside of the net, and how it's supposed to be this really.
I think it's going to be very shallow
space, and like how you can go in there and like, you know, talk with like the AIs and and do all this sort of stuff where you can do in there, because there are going to definitely be some points where you're going to get dragged out of the game and you're going to have to go into that space, and the game is going to make you do it for like the first time where you actually go into there. The thing I'm worried about for that is like, is it just going to be a thing where like you're just like, you know, like a consciousness like floating around, like not really being able to do anything in there? Because I don't think you're going to be able to fight in that space. I think it's literally just going to be where like you do puzzles and
I think you can cause people to die. You can cause people by going in that world. You can cause other people to die of like, because in one of the trailers, like one guy was hooked up to something and like hits short circuits and he dies or something. I think like you can do something like that, but I think it's. I completely forgot about that, with all honesty. I've seen no gameplay of melee combat. Because apparently there is going to be melee combat and stuff, and all I've seen is guns. So I'm worried that it's going to be more of an Outer World experience with melee, and I hated Outer Worlds melee. It is not good. The stealth is bad, because if you kill one guy with a sword, everyone's alerted to your position, and it's really lame. I don't like that. The gunplay is fine, but even that's kind of debatable. But anywho, I'm just worried that already you are telling me it has to be a first-person game. I don't like that, because this game kind of looks like. All right, this is kind of a far-fetched comparison, but you remember Splinter Cell? With all the sneaking around and all this, you know, the stealth aspects of the game. Well, I mean, with this game, with Cyberpunk, you're going to be able to do stealth or go in guns blazing and stuff. Well, at Splinter Cell, you could do both as well. It's not really as effective to go guns blazing, but I just really feel like that they should have added a third-person option, not only just to see your character. I gotta say, I'm really hung up on the third-person, first-person argument. That is actually something that has made me feel very negatively. Not saying it's gonna be a bad game because of it. It's probably going to be an amazing game, completely. And I completely believe that. But I think that because it is not a third-person game, it's going to take me out of the experience. Because what's the point of getting awesome armor or getting all these different stuff when you can't see it? Other than your weapons, obviously you see that it's in your face. The only third-person thing you can do is like drive vehicles and a motorcycle. Like... You know what I mean? It's just like, it almost feels like this game is ending up being, what was that game called? Oh, shoot. You know what I'm talking about. It's, not Uncharted. Shoot. What is that game where, like, it's a first-person game, but, like, you have to hunt down, it was on the 360. Far Cry.
Yeah, Far Cry.
This game feels like it's going to be a Far Cry, and I liked Far Cry. But I didn't like it because, again, first person. And that seems like such a dumb thing to complain about. But I just don't like the idea of customizing your character to make him look awesome, right? Like, you spend a lot of time with him, make him look awesome. You don't see his face the entire time. Or you don't get the option to be like in Fallout 3 where, like, for me, I loved getting the Chinese stealth armor. And then getting the Zhongwei sword, and then getting a perforator from the Pit DLC. and just being a silent ninja assassin with an assault rifle silenced, and you go through the entire game and that's your character, right? And you get to, if you obviously you play it in first person sometimes, right? Because that's just what you have to do. But if you want to go into melee mode, go third person, see your guy go crazy on these guys, right? And I just feel like you're taking away that option from me to do that.
Yeah.
You're taking away that immersion where you're like, damn, I look good. Right? Like Final Fantasy Type 0. All the characters look really good.
Yeah.
They do. I like their uniforms.
They're unique too.
They are all unique.
Yeah.
Except that one girl with the freaking mace or whatever. God, she's horrible.
Yeah, oh, she's fucking terrible.
Yeah, no one plays as her. But it's third person. You get to see more of everything that's going on, and you get to look at yourself. What else? I am a little bit worried that they've shown a little bit too much of the gameplay, of the story, because I'm wondering how it's going to start. I am actually.
They've only shown us I guess, what would you call it?
The corporation side. They've shown us they showed us that drug den. These guys are selling augments and stuff. I mean, they've shown a lot. Am I okay? Assassin's Creed. Let me talk about it like this. One of the things I hate about Assassin's Creed Odyssey is that it's not Ezio. What was his name? What was the Spartan? What is your guy's name? Whatever.
I forgot.
God dang, I can't remember. But anywho, you're never really given a side. You can choose to fight for the Greeks, or you can fight for was it the Greeks and the Spartans, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
one of those.
Greek or the Spartans. But you're never really. I mean, yeah, I guess you do decide the very end what you want to do, but that doesn't make sense to fight on both sides of a war the entire time and just Alexios, that's what his name was. Alexios, thank you for helping the Spartans. We appreciate you. Alexios, you stabbed me in stomach. I thought you were on Spartan side. You know what I mean? It's come on. So, will there actually be a sense of you joining a faction? Because the one thing I have thought about the most is I want to join corporate. I want to join the high tech. I want to be a high tech ninja assassin for the corporate entity.
Yeah,
that would be cool. Will that work? I don't know. Just don't give me a bunch of neutral level background crap where you can't actually choose a side. You know what I mean? Don't be neutral the entire time. Oh no, we need to kill all of them because they're all bad. Nope, don't do that. Yeah. Let me choose. I want the combat to be good. Combat looks okay. I mean, it's mostly just it's first person gunslinging action at its finest that we've seen multiple times through the years through Call of Duties and Black Ops and Battlefields. We're used to that. Give me some good melee combat. Give me some swords. Give me the ability to dual wield swords, or do a dagger and a sword, or a sword and a pistol, like Snake Eyes. Let me be Snake Eyes in this game.
Yeah.
I'm just worried they won't deliver on that. And will the story be good? I think it will. But how good are we talking? Because right now, Final Fantasy VII is probably one of the best stories I've seen in a game in a while. And it's already a story that's already been done, but it's a story that's been remastered and remade into something better. Witcher 3 was an amazing storyline. It was fantastic. Will Keanu Reeves be good in the game? Or will he be kind of lame? All this stuff is something I think about. And I am no longer as hyped for Cyberpunk as I was. Because
I remember when it got announced, you were like, oh fuck. You're like, oh,
yeah, the music was awesome. But it's just they pushed the game off, and honestly, I would rather them go on and release it. Honestly, if that was just me, I wish they would release it. But whatever. Ares, do you have any other thoughts?
No, I mean, I just need this stuff to start coming out. Like, it's kind of my same thing that I have with Final Fantasy VII. Like, everybody's just kind of waiting now, and honestly, I mean, you gotta remember because Cyberpunk's not coming out until
September.
So that means you still got another gosh damn really
May,
5 more months.
August. We have about 3 months. No, May, June, July, August. Yeah, we have 5 months. God.
So we won't actually get to play Cyberpunk until about 5 months from now, and I think there's some other stuff that was supposed to come out this year. I don't know if it's going to be around the same time, but I know like Ghost of Tsushima is supposed to come out. Doom Eternal's come out. And it's already
when is Ghost of Tsushima? I want to get that when it comes out.
I want to say it was supposed to be. I thought it was supposed to be around the same time.
No, that comes out I think next month, June.
Oh shit.
June 26th, so next month. So I'll probably pick that up because it looks pretty dope. I'll actually wait a second for reviews to come out. Because what I've actually started doing is I'm no longer buying physical copies anymore. I'm actually going to just buy it online because knowing me, I will trade it in, and I don't need to do that anymore. I think it's better to do it online because it's always there, and you can pick it up whenever you want and never have to worry about you making the dumb decision of, oh, I want to trade it, I don't want to play it anymore. And then like 5 months later, oh, I want to play it again. You buy it again, and I'm not doing that anymore. I did that with Persona 5 Royal. I did that with this game. Did with Civ 6, by the way. Ares, are you excited for our playthrough of it?
Yeah, our takeover of the cosmos, yeah.
Yeah, I actually showed Ares my Sparta playthrough. And I think I'm on the lowest difficulty. So that's probably why I was doing so well. But actually, let me check that real fast. What is the difficulties on that? But you keep talking, Ares.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm fine with us starting on the difficulties. I have never played one of these fucking games before, and but I heard people talking about all the Civ stuff and it being really fun.
I'm playing on the lowest difficulty. That makes sense.
So I did want to try it out, definitely see what we can do with it, or at least what I can figure out for myself in doing it. So I'm looking forward to doing all that minutia. And I think we're going to end up playing it whenever I get my card back. Which should be Tuesday, so we'll probably end up doing that, which will be pretty exciting. Which I'm actually very excited to play it. So
I mean, I showed you that the other day, and you had a blast watching. I am going to upgrade the difficulty, where it's like not super hard, but we'll do normal. Where it's actually a little bit more difficult, because I've literally just walked through every single faction in my game. If I wanted to if I wanted to destroy the world, I could literally just destroy the world if I wanted to. So I think we had decided, I don't know, what faction do you want to be, Ares?
What do you mean?
Like, what civilization do you want to do? Like, we have to do 2 different ones.
Yeah. Not sure. I would probably want to do because you can't make your own. You have to pick one.
Yeah, you have to choose. Yeah.
Let's
be honest.
Part of me wants to do Japan.
Actually, Japan's really good.
Part of me really wants to do that.
Here's my thoughts. Part of me wants to do Australia.
Oh my god, we're just gonna take over the fucking Pacific.
But think about it, because Japan's close to Australia. Yeah. So if you did Japan and I did Australia, we could, what I will do is I will focus on sailing at the beginning, well, at the very beginning, we'll get our boundaries set and stuff. And what I'll do is, if you would want me to, I will send a settler all the way to the north where you are, so like I can at least like be there with you a little bit. And you know, I'm going to take all. You don't have to do the like the Earth, like how the Earth normally is with its location geographically. You can mix it up. You can do Pangea.
Oh fuck!
Like there's different ones. There's a lot of different ones. You can just do continents. You can just do one landmass. You can just do small islands. Like there's so many different ways you can play the game. And I like to actually watch some videos where it's like a circle of the map, and like there's like 12 civilizations, and they have to like go as long as they can. And like it's amazing, like saying 12 just go to 2, and they just all their military takes up like half the map, and like they just go to war, and it's just awesome. So my idea for the playthrough is that what we'll do at the very beginning, because actually Japan is really good at melee combat, and really good at like warfare in general. And Australia is known. I'm trying to work on my Australian accent. That's more of like a surfer dude. Well, we're working on it. What they're good for is being like their production's really good, I believe, and they're like known to be like the person that you want to go to like have an ally. So as long as you're not bombing Pearl Harbor or anything, I think we'll be okay. Unless we want to go to war with everyone in the world. God, I just don't want to go to war with Sparta. That's going to suck. So, but yeah, I'm actually really excited to play Civ 6 because it's going to be a really fun experience. I've never played it multiplayer, but we're going to play this against the bots. This is going to be more fun that way. I don't want to play against other players. That would take forever. So, and I'll get you used to how to play the game. But for Japan, you got to understand how Japan works. You can't just play like any other faction. Each faction is structured differently, that you need to play by their rules a little bit. But part of me kind of wants to have Australia as this like religious city-state where I can just recruit people out of just faith. Just like, hey, God deems you to build us a settlement in the north. Yeah. Go. Yes, my lord. You know.
At once,
It'll be done, my lord. So it's just I'm just so excited. Like I'm really pumped up because you can have like I think up to at least like 12 civilizations at one time. So we'll be 2 of them, and there would be 10 others, and like depending on maybe you'll find Gilgamesh, that freaking warmonger. he will go to war with anybody and just try to trash him. Britain will like be like, hey, what's up? I want to take over India again, like they always do. Freaking Brits. Because like for Britain, they are known for how they succeed is they make colonies in different continents. So if you just did one landmass, they would not begin their buffs, basically. They also have each faction also has like their special unit. So in the medieval ages, guess who you'll get? Samurai.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think for me, I'll get something. They're diggers. I can't remember what they're called. I think there's some sort of melee unit or something. I don't know what they are. I haven't played Australia yet. So it's just also funny when you see that Sparta had Albert Einstein.
Yeah, oh my god.
It's just so cool. It's just so cool. And you have different policies. You can create a government that you want to create. And it's always better to just... see, I like just talking about it. It's just so much fun. And there's different DLCs you can get to, which I'm not happy about because you should be able to buy them individually, not together, which I do not like at all. If you did the I can't remember what one of them's called, but there's like golden ages and dark ages if you don't reach enough technology in a certain point. And if you're in a dark age, you get certain policy buffs that help you. But if you're in a golden age, you have more other buffs. And there's also like if one person becomes like a warmonger, you can like all the people in the world be like, okay, Do you agree to team up and take this guy out? And you could be like, yeah, I'll join. And if you actually beat the faction or win, you get a lot of money. So it's just fun. And the other one's about like weather and stuff. Like there's hurricanes and there's the water level rising. You can cause the world to basically end. It's funny. Like there's pollution. And like I'm not interested in that. Maybe later at some point, but not right now. But yeah, so we'll do the God, unless I want to freaking do Sparta again. But I don't know. We wouldn't even be near each other. And that's the hardest thing you get into. Is you start kind of like tiptoeing on each other a little bit. So we're gonna have to decide where we're gonna expand our reign. So we don't walk over each other, because like I'm not going to play the game to fight you at the end. So honestly, I probably win the beginning, but
Oh my God.
But I'm just kidding. No, it's just more fun to like just play the game, enjoy it, and if at some point we get so broken and we end up having robots instead of infantry, we can just nuke everyone. It's just fun. So. Yeah, this is actually probably one of the shorter couch conversations, and that's totally fine. Now, we have a lot of stuff going on. Pre-order your PS5s because they're going to be low on. There's not going to be a lot to get. So think about that. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to get it early or not. Are you going to pre-order your PS5?
That I am not sure of.
Yeah.
Just cause, like, yeah, I mean, I'm still probably gonna eventually get it. Like, I will eventually get a PS5. I don't think there's a doubt in my mind too much about that.
Are you gonna keep your PS4?
Yes. Yeah.
I could actually see it being more beneficial if you trade in your PS4 and get credit for it, and then like wait a month before you can play again, and then get your PS5. I think that would be the most ideal.
I don't know, because it's just like the same thing I have with because I just want to see if there's actually going to be the thing about you being able to still play your.
Oh, it's yeah, no, you will be able to. They've already said that you can. I think if I know correct, yeah, they already said that you can.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check. Yeah. So yeah, you will be able to. Which PlayStation 4 work? And does PS5 play PS1, PS2? Okay. One of the biggest questions regarding PS5 is whether you'll be able to play PS4. In this article, okay, yeah. Meaning that PlayStation 5 is backwards compatible with PS4. This means you'll be able to download games that you purchase from the PlayStation Store on PS4 and play them on PS5. You'll also be able to insert physical. Yeah, so you will be able to do that. Sony says it expects the overwhelming majority of PS4 games.
Overwhelming majority, not the entire thing. Majority.
Well, probably not games that sucked. Like Final Fantasy Type 0 will probably be on it. I mean, Square Enix, like they have to include their library. Yeah, so PS4 disc will play on PS5. So you're good. As well as downloaded digital software. Good. Will PS4 games play better on PS5? I don't know about that. I'm not going to read that. Oh, okay. So it is confirmed PS5 backward compatibility with PS4 games, while there has been rumors hinting at the PS3, PS2, and PS1 titles too. The platform holder has primarily focused on support for PS4. So it's rumored that we may have more backwards compatibility, which would be awesome. But yeah, that's all I can really think about to really talk about right now. Unless there's anything else you want to add. No?
What was that?
Is there anything else you want to add?
No. I think that was pretty much it for kind of PS5 stuff. A lot of that's just kind of speculation too right now, because
Well, the PS4 is confirmed, so
yeah.
I mean, overwhelmingly. I mean, even Xbox 360 couldn't play every single Xbox game.
Yeah.
Like, it was a huge majority that couldn't. So I mean, that's just stuff bound to happen. I mean, what games are you worried that won't get it?
I mean, I don't know if it will just be like certain ones that I'm really necessarily worried about. It's just gonna be like, I mean, I just want to see like if they're actually going to do it. If it's actually going to be able to play what they actually say it's going to, or if they're just gonna do this whole rigmarole of being like,
they did that
what
with
Xbox One used to do and do all that shit.
Wasn't PS3 backwards compatible with PS2?
It was, but it was only for certain consoles. Like, you had to have a certain body type of console.
Well, for Xbox, I think that it's not going to be as big of a deal as Ruben making it. I don't. There's no reason for them to do that, and then I don't think they will do that. We can only wait and see. But that's all I really had to say on the matter. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Check out ARES Game Productions channel if you want to. He has good stuff all the time. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Deuces.